Okay, yeah, anyway, and they do plan to make the scene, but they wore out the baby, Jack, and he's still napping, so he probably won't make the scene until a while. I thought I might also start boring everybody before they get here. So, and then Andy and Carol and Lyle, these are our dear friends and neighbors from Farmington Hills. And they've learned to enjoy Papa's Manhattans over the years, and they celebrated that was their first stop after they were married, was at Mom and Papa's house for a Manhattan. And two of my sons there, Eric and Brian, the oldest and youngest of the tribe. My brother Fred and his wife Jennifer. You wonder how that could be a pair. I mean, she must have been blind. Then digging into history, you have the Bernsteins over here. Dee Bernstein with two of her sons, Blake and John. And there's pictures on these tables of a '58 Chevy in Detroit. And the house in the background was the Bernstein's house. They were our neighbors until we moved back to Switzerland in 1959. And they've remained great friends of Mom's. And just wonderful. Anyway, next we have two of Fred's children, Elise and Paul, and Paul's wife Amanda there. And the other one off, the munchkin in the back. She's still little. She's bypassed dessert. I told her it's this malnutrition that's causing her not to grow. And her boyfriend, okay. And let's see, Roger Moore. Most recently, he's my insurance agent, but he's been part of our family forever. When we moved back from Switzerland in 1961, they were kind of kitty corner across the street from us, and I went to school with his older sister, and Heidi, I think, went to school with Roger.
Yeah.
And I'll let her tell you about that. And then Rich Murphy, this Heidi's husband standing in the back, and you're from Colorado. And you didn't have to bring any of that flood condition with you when you came out here, you could have left that stuff out there, And Alice Bose, our dear friend from Switzerland, one of the little Swiss misses, and her husband Franz is over here.
Yeah.
To the cake.
And they've been dear friends of the family forever, and just...
I'm actually Viola's girlfriend, but Chris was nice enough to invite me.
Amen. Yeah, no kidding. Talk about being blessed. Okay, let's see. Barb and Don and Carol B. These are people that we've met through here at this wonderful community down here at Woodhaven. Mom actually lives in the building next door, and Barb's husband is there, and Carol B.'s mother lived there for many, many years, and Carol B. just provided the best care for Mom overall for the time she's been here. Just been a wonderful friend and ally for us. So thank you so much for coming, and thanks for all you've done and hopefully continue to do for Mom going forward. Then Glenn and Angie. Angie was, I think, the first cousin that came over here. Okay, Mom sponsored my Aunt Ida and Uncle Albert and Aunt Anna to come over here. And then I think Angie was the first of the next generation to come here. And she married Glenn, and they live out in Rochester Hills, and they have two sons that are, one of them works for GM, one of them actually worked in my group for a while before I became retired. And Dale and Kathy Bleck, these are the neighbors to the west of Mom's house. And the pastor house is what we call it, but...
No, the Black House. She's been there 32 years, pastor was there 5.
You understand, I left in 1969.
And we go by original family.
Yeah, he's still the pastor.
So we know it's the Bell's house across the street, and Hamilton's, and so that Claudia, after that, she lives in the Hamilton house. I used to mow all those lawns, so I knew these people pretty well. And then, I introduced Kurt here again, so he is, like I say, the senior member of the tribe here. Art and Michelle Ruther, some more Swiss folks here, and you're going to hear from them shortly because Helen's going to entertain you with some Swiss folk music, and they're some of the few that will know the words.
Yeah, right.
And moving around the table here, we have Patrick, and Liz just moved away from them. But they're actually, these two are engaged to be married here in October, and we thank the Lord every day for Liz, because we didn't think there was any hope for Patrick. And then we have Chef Leopold Shalley here. This is the guy, the ultimate entertainer here. He's a master chef, and he's got more stories to tell you about the people he has entertained and run into. I mean, all the way up to the White House. I mean, this guy, if you want to have a treat, sit down and talk with Leopold before you leave. And anyway, and then my two sisters, my kid sister and my baby sister, Heidi and Helen. I think most of you know them as well. So anyway, thanks for coming and being a part of the celebration. Oh, I forgot something. It's a real problem that I have in a crowd. I can never spot her. And it's because, when you look through it, it's really hard to see the dips. She's always standing in one of them, my wife, Chris.
Yay!